Hello, welcome to Magical Maidens Jewelry Tutorials. And today I have a sequence necklace with chain. It's very easy. This is a choker, but I'm going to add to it. So all you really need is some sequins, some jump rings, 6mm jump rings, and some chain. If you want thick or thin chain, that's up to you, and some jewelry working tools. Now you can find everything that you need at Hobby Lobby. These sequences come with a mixture of iridescent and clear, and then the little iridescence. And you also need a push pin to push another hole because they only come, and this is a push pin, so they only come with one hole. So you do have to push another hole through it. So I'm going to show you how I did this. You can make this as long and short as you want, and then you can add to it. So this is going to be either a double or triple layer necklace. I think just a double, but I started it off with this one chain, and then I'm going to add to it. And it's just a little over 18 inches. I'd say about 18 inches and a half long, with this just with the chain going up with no more sequences there. So it depends on how long you want this to hang on your neck. So right now, this would be 18 and a half inches long. And you're just going to need some chain, some 6mm jump rings, or if you'd like to use 4mm jump rings. You're going to need a clasp. I used a lobster claw, but you can use any type of clasp you like. And then some of these sequences and any kind of length of chain. This is the thickness of the chain. I wanted that for that look, but if you want a little bit finer, you could certainly do that. This is like a finer chain, okay? So I only left 5 links and then 2 jump rings between each one. Now, if you wanted more space, you could do that, but then you'd see more chain and less sequence, and I didn't want it to be that way because it would look like old chain. Now, you can get everything at Hobby Lobby. I got the chain at Hobby Lobby. I got the sequins at Hobby Lobby. They're only 99 cents. They come with some square and round, and they also have this size in iridescent, but unfortunately I used most of that up, so I'm just using what I have left. And then they have the small iridescent, and they also have square. So if you prefer square over round, you could do that as well. And they have the small iridescent ones as well. So it's in a package, little clear envelopes of 3 into one package for 99 cents. And you could always find percentages off on Hobby Lobby stuff. Sometimes they have sales, so you get it less than half than that. Grab a couple of packages. So as you know, if you've seen my other jewelry tutorials, I will show you that package in there. And I show you lots of different things, even in my DIY crafts, that you can make with sequences. It's affordable, it's easy, and it's fun, and they look nice and they're shiny. So I only made this 18 and a half inches long. You can make it longer, but if I wanted to make it longer, if I wanted to make it shorter, I would just use the jump rings that I attached to the chain, or you can cut the chain to the exact amount if you didn't want all the added jump rings. But I did that so I could change if I wanted a little bit shorter or longer, depending on the look I wanted that day. Now, we're not done because we're going to do a second chain layer. Now, it's not going to be too long, but it's going to be a little longer. And you could even do 3 layers if you want. But I think today I'm just going to use the 2 layer. And if I decide later on, maybe 3, maybe 4 layer. So I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to show you how I did this and then the end result. Okay, so I took out a few jump rings and a chain, and I counted 5 links. So what I'm going to do is take my jewelry working tools and I'm just going to open this jump ring. And I'm going to take my larger sequence and the chain and put that through the jump ring. And then I'm going to close my jump ring. Please make sure that this jump ring is shut, because It's easy for everything. You gotta hear that click. Okay, so now what I have is this. Now I'm going to take another 6mm jump ring, and like I said, you can use 4mm if you didn't want such a bigger look with the jump ring, but it doesn't bother me. And the 6mm is easier to work with because it's not so small. But if you have a magnifying light like I have right now, it's easier because you just look through there and you can see and you're not straining your eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to put the jump ring on the other side of the chain. And then I'm going to get my smaller sequence. And I'm going to put that through the hole. And you've already made your second hole, so let's just assume you've already done that with your push pin. And then hear the click. And then this is what you should have. Okay, so now we're going to repeat that process. We're going to get another 5-link chain, 2 6mm jump rings, and then what we're going to do is we're going to then do the big one, a small one, a big one, a small one, till we get to the very end, and then we look for the chain size length. We look for the chain length that we want to attach. But you're going to probably mostly do it with the sequence because we want to attach it to the other one. So I just want to show you how you're going to do this. You're going to line it up with the hole. Don't go too close to the edge because it will rip. So you're going to go the front way, okay? Then in the back, you're going to stick it in again. And that's what it'll look like. It'll make it easier if you go through the back to put your jump ring. If it doesn't look as round, get your round nose and you could just do this. Not all the way, just to make it a little rounder and easier, and do it in the front and the back. And so it looks equal to that. That's up to you. So we're going to attach that, then another chain, and we're going to just keep repeating the process. Look like that. And then I'm going to take another jump ring and attach it to this. This is what I have so far, okay? It can be a little tedious. Just make sure you have your jump rings, a few jump rings aside, and cut a few pieces of the links that you want. And again, there are only 5 links here, then you attach the 2 6mm jump rings. I like the spacing between each one. So I'm going to continue this. I just wanted to show you what I have here. Now it's also important to note that these sequences sometimes have little scratches and whatnot on it. Now those won't really show up in the end. They're there, but you won't notice them, and there's nothing you can do about it. They all come like that. Now you may get smudges from your fingerprints. There is something you could do about that. I would get a soft cloth, and when you're finished, just gently polish them up. You're not going to do anything with those scratches, but at least you can get your fingerprints off. There's no way around getting fingerprints on them because you do have to handle them to poke the hole and to attach them to the chains and the jump rings and so on. But that's what you can do. So I'm going to continue this and be back when it's ready to be attached to the other part of the necklace. Okay, so they're both about 18.5 inches long. So what I did was, this was the first one, this is the second. So I went around and did the same thing with the 5 links and the 2 6mm jump rings in between attaching. And then at the end I had the 5 links and I attached a 6mm jump ring to the last 6mm jump ring on there. Now I'm going to do this to this side, and then I'm going to see if it's long enough or too long. Okay, so I went ahead and removed an extra link off of there with a chain and a little sequence, and that's how I decided to do it. This way it's not too long and it's a little shorter, but you know, it's your preference how you want this. That's it. And I really love the way it looks and the way it shimmers in the light. And it's great for all kinds of seasons. The holiday season because it's sparkly, or summertime. And it's just really great. You can make a little ankle bracelet or even a wrist bracelet. And you could do another layer and another layer if you want, as many as you want. And you don't have to attach it, but I attached it to the very end, the last jump ring, just so it's one necklace. But if you want to make it separate, you would naturally go all the way around and then have a chain, just like I did to the top. So that's it. There it is. It's a nice sequence and chain necklace. I love the little iridescence, or you could use, they have the regular metal this size, so it looks just regular silver, and then you can use the larger iridescent ones. You could do it any way you want. I chose this way, and then take a soft cloth to wipe off your fingerprints. And there it is. Very easy and affordable to do. Remember, if you're not subscribed, do that now. Click the notification bell so you're notified when I upload my newest content. And please like this video and share this with anyone that you think might be interested in this craft. If you have any comments or questions about this, go ahead and leave it below, or if you just want to say hello. So thanks for watching, and again, you can get all the supplies for this at Hobby Lobby, and it's very affordable and it's very nice. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my videos. Bye.